Hello, and welcome to Luna Guided Sleep Meditations. Thank you for joining me tonight, for taking the time to reconnect with yourself and just be in the moment. You won't be surprised to learn that according to a recent study, 3 out of 4 Americans are lonely. While it's not uncommon for people to feel like they're alone or experience feelings of loneliness from time to time, in our modern society, more and more people are exposed to loneliness than ever. And for those living alone and isolated, the long dark hours of the night can be especially lonely. Occasional bouts of nighttime loneliness can affect anyone, making them feel sad or scared for a short time. But it becomes a problem when it begins to seep into other aspects of your life, affecting the quality of your sleep or your overall physical and mental well-being. In fact, research suggests that loneliness and sleeplessness might be connected. While spending the same number of hours in bed, lonely people slept about 30 minutes fewer than non-lonely people. And another study actually points to poor sleep as a potential cause of loneliness and social isolation. As a side note, I want to mention that although loneliness and social isolation are often spoken about together and are often related, they're not the same thing. Social isolation is fact. It's an objective state in which a person has limited social contacts, little social engagement, or a lack of meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Social isolation may create loneliness, but feelings of loneliness are entirely possible among people who are not socially isolated. That is, people who have many friends, a large family, or a robust social life can still experience deep and chronic loneliness. And people who live relatively solitary lives with low levels of social engagement don't always or automatically feel loneliness. You see, loneliness is a feeling of lacking in connection and companionship, of an absence of belonging. It's an emotional pain caused by a lack of gratifying relationships, or at least the perception of a lack of relationships. And this means you don't need to necessarily be alone to feel lonely. It's possible to feel a deep sense of loneliness even when you're surrounded by people. But being alone or separated from your loved ones can create or exacerbate feelings of loneliness. We all experience moments or periods of loneliness when we long for more connection and companionship. But chronic loneliness and social isolation can be associated with some serious health risks. And we need to overcome those feelings in order to improve our physical and mental well-being. But before we can change, we need to first understand the problem. We need to understand loneliness. There's often a stigma attached to loneliness. It's seen as unpleasant, a disease, and as something that should be cured by increasing our activity level and surrounding ourselves with people, with connecting out in the world. But even if we are able to do this, it doesn't work for everyone. And some may feel even more lonely when surrounded by happy people. So what's the best way to get through your feelings of isolation? Well, There are many ways that you can improve your well-being and mental health. And though it's important to acknowledge that you're feeling lonely, you don't have to just suck it up and suffer through your nights in misery. There are meaningful things you can do to make your time feel fuller and more enjoyable. Even if you're isolated at home, try to keep to a regular schedule as much as possible. Trying to make lonely days feel as normal as possible will help you get through. You may want to begin each day by planning a few things that you'll do, or keep a daily diary about how you're feeling, what are you doing, or perhaps a symptom log if you're managing illness. These strategies may help you to feel like you're being proactive about your situation. Think about what you can do to stay healthy, such as staying active. It would be easy to focus solely on how to manage your mental health and loneliness, but we must remember that our physical and mental health are delicately intertwined. If you go weeks without any exercise, this can also have a negative effect on your ability to mentally cope with your situation. One of the best ways to fend off loneliness during periods of isolation is to connect with those you care for. Just because you may not be able to visit with family and friends in person doesn't mean that you can't connect at all. Try thinking out of the box. There are still many ways you can stay in touch with friends and family. Call or use video chat, text or use instant messaging, post or connect on social media. You could even send a letter or a postcard. Sometimes feelings of powerlessness or meaninglessness can add to feelings of loneliness. If you're not just bored or at loose ends, but also feel as though you're losing your sense of self, then a loss of meaning might be affecting you. Find something, big or small, that you can do every day to bring a sense of meaning back to your life. You must also remember to practice self-compassion during this difficult time. Telling yourself things like, "I shouldn't be feeling this way," or pushing away difficult emotions may only exacerbate your feelings of loneliness. Instead of resisting your feelings, instead find ways to be accepting of them as they're coming and going. This helps to take away their power and ease your unhappiness. And always remember that feelings are like thoughts. They will change. Mindfulness meditation helps us practice being in the here and now. We can simply be without rushing on to something else. Mindfulness brings us the capacity to be fulfilled in the present moment. We don't need to be completed by somebody else. With our breathing, we can connect to the natural world around us and know that we are part of it all. Meditation gives us the chance to passively observe our feelings. When we're calm and at peace, we can safely explore a difficult emotion in depth, probing down to the root of the issue and trying to understand it. When I'm feeling lonely, I'm usually disconnected from myself. This is the time to do some self-nurturing. There are many ways to do this, but one way I do it is through meditation. sitting down and getting quiet and just listening to what's going on inside, just focusing on the breath, sitting quietly with the emptiness. It's a way to lessen the dis-ease of loneliness and to reconnect with yourself and the universe. That being said, let's get ready for tonight's meditation. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that because this video will guide you into a state of deep relaxation and help you fall asleep, you should only listen when it's safe for you to do so. Please don't listen to this guided meditation while driving or doing any other tasks that require you to be alert. As always, you should eliminate any sources of distraction, dim the lights or turn them off, and place your device where you can hear but not see it. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position on the bed. It's best to lay on your back with your legs outstretched, though you can bend your knees and rest the soles of your feet on the bed if that's more comfortable for you. Your hands should either be alongside you or folded on your stomach, and your head should be gently supported by a pillow or cushion. And you can begin with your eyes closed or leave them open with a soft focus straight ahead. Because our aim with this practice is to avoid distractions and to stay in the moment, take the time now before we begin to check in with your body. If you need to, take a moment or two to adjust your position on the bed or to fidget slightly before settling in. If you feel chilly, put on some warm socks or a nice sweater, or just cover up with a light blanket. And now I'd like you to find a place of stillness. We'll begin by connecting to our breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'd like you to really focus your attention on your breathing. Inhale lightly at first. Feel the air flowing in through your nose. Exhale softly through your mouth, feeling the air leaving your body. Inhale again, a little more deeply this time. Feel the air as it passes through your nose and into your body. Exhale through your mouth once again, feeling the air brush your lips as it flows out. Inhale the cool air from the room. Feel it warming up as it passes through you. And exhale the warm air out through your mouth. As you breathe, you may find your focus wandering, and that's okay. Whenever this happens, just bring your attention back to the breath and back to the sensation of the air flowing through you. Inhale a little deeper yet again, and focus on the feeling of the breath in your throat. Exhale and feel the warm air flowing out your mouth. Again, inhale a little deeper. Focus on the sensations in your chest as your lungs fill with air. And exhale out through your mouth, feeling your chest deflate and sink into the mattress. Breathe in, this time filling your lungs, going beyond and filling your stomach, feeling it rise gently with your inhalation. Exhale, feeling your stomach deflate feeling the air pass through your lungs, through your throat, and out past your lips. Breathe in through your nose, feeling the chill of the air as it enters, feeling it warming up as it reaches your lungs and on into your stomach, staying warm as you breathe it out, emptying your stomach, emptying your lungs, pushing all the air out through your mouth. Now take the largest breath you've taken all day. Feel the air flow through your nose, down your throat, into your lungs, filling every inch of your chest, of your stomach, down into every corner. And then breathe it out. Feel the air flowing up and out. Feel the warmth of the breath as it leaves you and as your body deflates and sinks into the bed. Take a few moments to lay quiet and still as you breathe gently now. In through your nose, into your lungs, holding it for just a moment, and then out again through your nose. Again, if you find your thoughts wandering, that's all right. Just acknowledge the thought for the moment. Determine if it's a memory or perhaps a judgment, or even a thought about what tomorrow might bring, or plans you're considering for the future. And once you've done that, once you're able to categorize that thought, you can file it away to deal with later. Then gradually bring your focus back to your breath once again, back to the gentle flow of air in and out, in and out, in and out. Continue breathing at your own pace, in and out, softly and gently. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and close your eyes now. Gently place one hand on your stomach and the other on your chest, feeling the rise and fall as you breathe. Focus on the sensation, as though a wave of air is passing through your body, lifting one hand and then the other. And then as it leaves, your hands gently drop toward the bed. Inhale that wave of air again, feeling it ripple through you. And exhale, feeling the movement of your breath and of your hands. As you breathe in again, feel the connection between your chest and your stomach, between your hands bridging them, with your breath linking everything together. Remember that your breath is in fact a link. The air we breathe flows through every part of our body and connects us to ourselves, to our minds and bodies, and to this moment. It connects us to others as well. All over the world, there are millions of people breathing along with you, inhaling and exhaling, breathing in and out, the same air that you are, just a moment as you breathe, I'd like you to let everything else fall away. Focus your attention only on the sensation of the air, the feeling of it filling you and leaving your body. Let your hands fall to your sides now, either with your palms facing up and your fingers lightly curled, resting softly with your palms down on the bed. If you haven't already, go ahead and slowly straighten your knees now, stretching your legs out long, and let them rest heavily against the mattress beneath you. Breathe in now through your nose, but instead of sending it to your lungs, bring that breath up. Bring it up and let it move into your head, filling it like a balloon, and then letting it flow back out into your nose and out. Breathe in again, holding the air in your mouth, pushing it into your throat, and then exhaling back out through your nose. Inhale again, this time directing the air to your shoulders, down into your arms, through your wrists, and into your hands and fingers, then back up and out through your nose. Remember to keep your focus on the breath, on the sensations it brings, on the connections it creates. Breathe in, sending the air from your lungs into every inch of your chest, filling and stretching your body before letting it flow back out through your nose. Inhale down into your stomach, filling it and rounding it out, feeling the skin stretch, and then exhale back out through your nose. Breathe in, this time sending the breath down into your hips and pelvis, and back up, exhaling through your nose yet again. Inhale and send the breath to your legs, past the knees, lower into the feet all the way to the toes, feeling the air move down through your lower body and back up, exhaling again through your nose. Take one more inhalation, sending the breath first up into the head, then down and throughout your entire body. Feel the breath filling your body, moving into every limb, all the way to your fingers and toes, connecting and linking your mind and body. And let it all out, exhaling slowly and fully through your nose. Take some time to rest now, letting your breathing return to normal. Focus on the flow of air in and out, in and out, in and out. Focus on the feeling, the rush of cool air in through your nose, and the whisper of warm air as you exhale. If you find your thoughts wandering again, take a moment to acknowledge each one, classify it, then let it go. Keep your focus on the present, on your breath, on your body. Breathe in calm and peace with every inhalation. Breathe out tension and stress as you exhale. Fill your body with love as you inhale, holding it within you as you exhale, relaxing even deeper into the bed. Feeling your connection to the universe, to all the people around you, to your friends and family members, to your neighbors resting in their own beds all around you, to people all over the planet who are living through the same feelings that you are, the same feelings of loneliness and uncertainty. As you breathe in now, inhale love, peace, and calm. Holding that breath, feel your connection and retain the love and light within as you exhale away the stress and the tension and relax into the bed. And whenever you're ready, we'll take the relaxation even deeper. Let's take a moment to check in with each part of our body and turn it off for the night. We'll start at the toes. Bring your awareness to the toes. Wriggle or clench them for a few seconds if you wish. And now telling yourself it's time to rest. We no longer need our toes until morning. It's time to turn them off for the night. And when our toes are heavy and relaxed, it's time to bring our awareness to our feet. Focus your energy on the sensations in your feet, on whether they're still tired or aching. Breathe restorative energy into them. And now tell them goodnight and let them rest. We won't need them again until morning. Check in with your ankles next, shifting or swiveling them lightly before turning them off for the night and letting them rest heavily against the bed. Shift your attention to your shins and your calves, perhaps tensing the muscles for a moment and then letting sleep claim them. Next, bring your awareness to your knees. Focus on the sensations there, and just let them lay heavily on the bed. We won't need them anymore tonight. Moving further up, bring your focus to your thighs, tightening the muscles for a moment, feeling the sensations, then turning them off for the night, allowing them to sink into the bed. Continuing on to your hips, your pelvis, and your bottom. Check in with them. Fidget or tense them for a moment, then relax them, preparing to shut them down for the night. Focus on your belly and lower back. Feel any sensations that might pop up. Clench your stomach muscles for a moment, and then shut your lower body off for the night. Bring your attention higher now to your chest and back. Check for any tension. Tighten and loosen the muscles or fidget a bit if you wish. And now find stillness, allowing your upper body to shut down for the night. We'll move on to our fingers now, checking in, perhaps tapping them gently on the bed or clenching them shut for a moment, and then turning them off until we need them again. Now bring your focus to your palms, to your hands. Become aware of any sensation there, any aches, tension, or tiredness. And now shut them down for the night. We'll move on to our wrists next, perhaps gently shifting or swiveling them like we did with our ankles before allowing them to fall heavily onto the bed, resting and relaxing until we need them again. Check in now with your forearms, feeling any sensations, any fatigue or tension. Then allow them to rest for the night. We won't need them until tomorrow morning. And now bring your focus to your upper arms, to the biceps and the triceps, and we'll turn them off for the night. Moving now to the shoulders. Be aware of any sensations in the shoulders, any aches, any fatigue, any tension. You can shrug your shoulders up to your ears or roll them slightly if you'd like. And then allow them to relax down onto the bed, preparing for sleep. Focus now on your neck, on your throat, becoming aware of any tension and letting it go, relaxing and softening. It's time to shut them down now, resting assured that your breathing will remain soft and steady throughout the night. And moving your awareness up into your jaw, into your face and forehead. Wriggle your muscles for a moment or two. Maybe clench your jaw tightly. And now soften before turning your facial muscles off for the night. Inhale gently and exhale softly now. Inhale warmth and love. Exhale and soften, relax, release. And I'd like you to begin counting your breaths as you prepare to drift off into a deep and restful sleep. As we inhale, count 1. As we exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Continue counting now all the way up to 100 and beyond if you like. If your thoughts begin to wander, just come back to your count or begin again. If you reach 100 and want to start over again at 1, that's fine too. As you lay comfortably, cradled in the bed and supported by your mattress, warm and cozy beneath your blanket, allow your breath to lead into a peaceful rest. Inhale in love and peace. Exhale and relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale calm and light. Exhale and fall deeper and deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Relax and allow yourself to drift off, to find rest, to find a connection, to feel calm, peace, and love. Good night. And for more Luna Yes guided sleep meditations, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.